where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon Lee's got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire.
Well, hello to you, and you once again. Welcome back into another edition of Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. If you just missed, our 1 million total views party is available to watch right from the space right here, right now. But after this one, okay? So stay here with me for this one. Clearly last night, I am chillaxing, doing what I do, and I was playing Homescapes, which is a great mobile game, matching game, by the way. And I saw a story from Lauren LaRosa from the Breakfast Club, and formerly TMZ, talking about the state of daytime talk. And y'all know we cover media over here, so I'm like, okay, we got to get into it. So we are going to break down all of this, and also too, I'm going to give you where I think daytime television is. And by the way, the shorts are generating right now from the 1 million total views party. So those shorts will be out very, very soon. With that being said, let's get to this. Higher is waiting, lower is available, but either way, we got to go on tour. Yes, indeed, we do. Let me take down this iconic intro here. You see that virtual tour background? Yes, you do. You hear that virtual tour music? Yes, you do. And then there is me. Hey, everybody, welcome in. Glad to have you here. So let's get started here. Like I said, I saw this last night from its on-site right here. Black Girl Grinding, Lauren LaRosa, just landed back in New York City to all these major shakeups in daytime TV. Kelly Clarkson out after 7 seasons. Sherry Shepherd out after 4 seasons. And a source close to me, sadly, Jennifer Hudson's show is the next cancellation. We'll see. So the question that On-Site asked here is the end of traditional daytime TV? Is this the end of traditional daytime TV? Rather, is podcasting taking over? We are going to answer that question tonight. In order to answer that question, we have to understand where we are. So from Variety.com, the Kelly Clarkson show to end after 7 seasons. This will allow me to prioritize my kids. Now, there was this rumor last year, and we saw this rumor again this year, but we didn't know for sure, because you don't know what you don't know until it is official. So let's get into it from Variety.com. Okay, here we go here. All right, the Kelly Clarkson show is coming to an end after its currently airing seventh season. The show's conclusion was Clarkson's decision. In a statement thanking her crew and fans, she said, stepping away from the daily schedule will allow me to prioritize my kids, which feels necessary and right for this next chapter of our lives. The news comes after the 2025 death, of Brandon Blackstock, who was her ex-husband and former manager, as well as the father of her 2 children. Blackstock, who battled cancer for 3 years, was 48 years old. Production on season 7 of the Kelly Clarkson show will continue as previously planned, with the series airing its final episodes this fall. The season will also feature special guest hosts to be announced at a later date. Clarkson's full statement reads, I've been extremely fortunate to work with such an outstanding group of people at the Kelly Clarkson show, both in Los Angeles and New York. There have been so many amazing moments and shows over these 7 seasons. I am forever grateful and honored to have worked alongside the greatest band and crew you could hope for. rather, all the talent and inspiring people who have shared their time and lives with us, and all the fans who have supported our show, and to NBC for always being such a supportive and incredible partner. Because of all that, this was not an easy decision, but this season will be my last. Will be our last hosting the Kelly Clarkson Show. Stepping away from the daily schedule will allow me to prioritize my kids, which feels necessary and right for this next chapter of our lives. This isn't goodbye. I'll still be making music, playing shows here and there, and you may catch me on The Voice from time to time. You never know where I might show up next. But for now, I want to thank y'all so much for allowing our show to be a part of your lives and for believing in us and hanging with us for 7 incredible years. The Kelly Clarkson Show premiered in 2019. The series features Clarkson as she interviews celebrities as well as non-celebrities, everyday people with inspiring stories. Each episode opens with a karaoke segment in which Clarkson and her band perform covers of other artists' songs. The show's occasional songs and story episodes see Clarkson do deep dives on the work of such artists such as Alanis Morissette, Babyface, Miranda Lambert, and Pink, with NBC later airing a primetime spinoff in which she interviewed the Jonas Brothers, Gloria Estefan, Teddy Swims, and Lizzo. Throughout its run, the Kelly Clarkson Show has won 24 daytime Emmys, including 4 consecutive wins for both Outstanding Daytime Talk Series and Talk Show Host. The Kelly Clarkson Show is produced by Universal Television and distributed by NBC Universal Syndication Studios, airing in 200 markets nationwide. Alex Duda serves as showrunner and executive producer. Those of you who don't know who Alex Duda is, she was the former executive producer and showrunner of the Steve Harvey Talk Show. It was in Chicago for a very long time before Steve Harvey thought he should bring late night to the middle of the day and want more equity in his talk show with, I believe, IMG, right? Kelly Clarkson Show has been an extraordinary collaboration, said Tracy Wilson, Executive Vice President of NBC Universal Syndication Studios. I'm forever grateful to Kelly for bringing her talent and energy to this. Her warmth, quick sense of humor and connection with people create a show that has made fans feel seen, heard, and a little better about their day. We could have achieved the show's success without our exceptional showrunner and executive producer, Alex Duda, whose vision, leadership, and unwavering commitment across all 7 seasons have guided us through unprecedented times on a cross-country move. Together with producers, staff, and crew, they create a legacy to be proud of. The Kelly Clarkson Show has been a valued part of our NBC-owned station's lineup for 7 seasons, always delivering an entertaining, engaging show for our daytime audiences, says Valerie Staub, chairman of NBC Universal Local. We thank Kelly and the production team for the wonderful, high-quality show they've produced consistently since 2019 and look forward to the remainder of this season as they complete their successful run. So what do I think about this destination of Kelly Clarkson ending her show after 7 seasons? Well, I said that Kelly Clarkson is really not a talk show host because a talk show host is actually a career, right? But in the same token, when you have your ex-husband who has passed away from cancer, right? And hey, Nikki News, good to see you again, my beautiful friend. Yes, indeed, good to see you. Love you, love you, love you, love you. You know that, and Linnell still love you as well. When you have your ex-husband who has passed away to cancer, a divorce, and your ex was married to his assistant, and not to mention too, you missed your family because you were on the West Coast and you had to move to the East Coast to make it happen. Those are a lot of factors. And even though I still believe Kelly Clarkson should have never had a talk show, that does not mean that I'm not hurting for Kelly Clarkson. As I have said to you all before, when you are doing a daytime talk show, late night talk show, a game show, a unscripted series, when you're doing a sitcom, a drama, a live event, even as covering the Oscars, let's just say that you're part of the Oscars red carpet coverage team. Imagine, for example, Ryan Seacrest, to use him and how long he was on the red carpet for. To walk away from something stable because you want more peace is never easy. So, while like I said, I still stand 10 toes down that Kelly Clarkson should have never been a talk show host. Let me go back to this fact because I think Nikki News knows, I think Linnell Stiller knows, I think everybody knows that I respect the work that people have done. Right? I don't give a fuck about the history that has hurt us, but I do give a fuck about the history that can help us. Right? Let's go back. Throughout its run, the Kelly Clarkson Show has won 24 Daytime Emmy Awards. Let me read that two more times. 24 Daytime Emmys. 24 Daytime Emmys, including 4 consecutive wins for Outstanding Daytime Talk Series and Talk Show Hosts. I cannot take that away from her. To win 24 Daytime Emmys as a talk show host, that's an accomplishment. And I think about the staff and the crew because now they have to find their next paycheck, whether it's a family of 4, a bigger family, or a family of 1. And I don't mean a family of 1 that you don't love your mom, your dad, your sisters, and your brothers, but you live on your own, right? This does hurt, right? So that's why I have to say on Kelly Clarkson. And she was also able to say goodbye. So let's go to Sherri Shepherd. Hollywood Reporter. Sherri Shepherd's daytime talk show canceled, citing evolving daytime television landscape. Deborah Mercury says it will try to explore alternatives for the program on other platforms. Here we go from the Hollywood Reporter. Another syndicated daytime talk show will end its run after this season. Deborah Mercury, the Lionsgate-owned syndicated TV production company, says that it's canceling Sherri, the talker hosted by Sherri Shepherd, after 4 seasons. This decision is driven by the evolving daytime television landscape and does not reflect on the strength of the show, its production, which has found strong creative momentum this season, or the incredibly talented Sherri Shepherd, said Deborah Mercury co-presidents Ira Bernstein and Mark Marcus in a statement to the Hollywood Reporter. We believe in this show and in Sherri and intend to explore alternatives for it on other platforms. Production on Sherri's 4th season will continue as plans, with the final episode slated to air this fall. The news of Sherri's cancellation came just hours after NBC Universal announced plans to sunset the Kelly Clarkson Show after 7 seasons. As the Deborah Mercury executives noted, the marketplace for daytime talk shows and, frankly, TV talk shows in general has deteriorated in recent years amid pay TV declines and a challenging advertising environment, fierce competition from video podcasts on platforms like YouTube, which we are on right from this space, right from this what do I always say? Right from this space right here and right now. Let's keep going. While daytime talk show hosts were once some of the most prominent people in all of television, just ask Oprah Winfrey or Ellen DeGeneres. Hi, I'm Ellen. The market has cooled off in recent years. It's not clear what other platforms the production company will pursue for the show or if it will retain its format. Sherri debuted in 2022 with a comedian delivering celebrity interviews, pop culture talk, and comedy bits typical of the genre. The show used the Fox TV stations as a primary affiliate partner in major cities, with Nexstar, Hearst, and Sinclair also picking up in smaller markets. So what do I think about Sherri Shepherd having her talk show canceled? First of all, Sherri Shepherd has been in the game for a very long time. We all know her from The View. She was also on Match Made in Heaven on WeTV. She was in Straw. She has done acting work. She is of the game. And I believe that Sherri Shepherd deserved a daytime talk show more than Kelly Clarkson. I disrespect Kelly Clarkson, but being a music artist where you can take your time in creating music versus being a talk show host. And let me say this on the big screen. Talk show hosts are content creators. Talk show hosts are content creators. Talk show hosts are content creators. You're creating content 5 days a week. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Okay. Saturday and Sunday. Oh, shout out to all the old school heads out there. There was a thing with John Murray that apparently it was a rocky road with John Murray. with him being executive producer. Apparently, he went into the restroom and talked about something, and so John and Sherry Shepherd were good friends, but apparently that is in disarray now. The thing that I feel for Sherry Shepherd is that she will be okay. She will be fine. She has built her status up more than enough that she will land on her feet. She will absolutely land on her feet. Now, when you think about streaming, right? Streaming has not been able to find the right talk show. And I think it goes to the phrase of what I often say, each platform requires a different energy. Y'all remember when I submitted Braylon's virtual tour live, or Braylon's virtual tour right here as a to-be original, or you guys remember the NBC Universal Launch Unscripted Accelerator, which, by the way, there are 5 content creators that are getting a $20,000 deal each with Bravo. I was not one of them, but I still support that creative incubator because it is creating talent, and hopefully they will do another round NBC Universal, so that way other content creators can have a chance. But y'all remember when I tried to pitch Braylon's virtual tour live for Braylon's virtual tour as a and you're probably wondering, why does Braylon's virtual tour live, or why does any show on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok live, although TikTok, it may be the end of TikTok as we know it, or any other live streaming platform, why does shows on these live streaming platforms work more than daytime TV? We're going to get to that. But before that, I want to go back to It's On Site and what Lauren LaRosa said. And a source told me, sadly, that Jennifer Hudson's show is the next cancellation. We'll see. With Jennifer Hudson, we know what Jesse Wu said. We know what a brother said about her interviewing skills. You were extra on Dreamgirls, so you're gonna go to the wedding, Martin Lawrence? They eloped. So we know that Jennifer Hudson was not created to be a talk show host. In the same token, I feel the same way about Jennifer Hudson. Jennifer Hudson should not have to lose a check. Her staff and crew should not have to lose a check either, right? And of course, you have to wait until something is official. Now, Lauren LaRosa, she is in the game, so I do not believe she will come out here and lie, because the weight of the truth you give, depending on the level that you're at, has consequences and rewards based on how high of a level you're at, right? When we go to telepictures.com, let me pull up telepictures. And like I said, I know everybody's talking about this, and I was going to talk about it, but y'all know I was going to talk about from my media brain, right? Because this is what we do. Telepictures is a Warner Brothers entertainment company under Warner Brothers Discovery. So you have Bachelor Happy Hour. The Bachelor is with Warner Brothers Discovery, but under Warner Horizon Unscripted Television. You have DC Entertainment TV. You have the Ellen DeGeneres Show. You have Ellen Tube, which is honestly the content of the Ellen DeGeneres Show apparently is showing a website called Kind Science now, which, okay, they transitioned that from Ellen Tube to Kind Science. So Ellen DeGeneres has a skincare line. There is that. So apparently Telepictures is in the skincare game now. You have Extra, the entertainment news magazine. You have Family Game Night, which was a show on game show on NBC with Kristen Chenoweth and also Dax Shepard. You have Friday Night Vibes, which was on TBS. That was with Dion Cole and Tiffany Haddish. Before it went to Kevin on Stage and Nikki Parker. Nikki Parker is from TMZ, is a fucking legend. You have the Jennifer Hudson Show. You have Judge Mathis. You have the People's Court. You have True Crime News and True Crime News, the podcast. Now, you're probably wondering, how does this relate, Braylon Lee, to daytime TV? And what your take is, and this, that, and the third. Would it be fair to say that daytime talk cannot keep up with the creator economy? Would it be fair to say that daytime talk cannot keep up with the creator economy? Would it be fair to say that daytime TV cannot keep up with the creator economy? Give me a moment. One moment, because I want to bring something up. Now, this same company that you're seeing on your screen, Telepictures, the one that could potentially be getting rid of Jennifer Hudson, they are developing a daytime talk show / podcast hybrid for Warner Brothers Telepictures. Okay, this is an exclusive from Variety. What do I always say, y'all? If you understand the moves that are happening around you, you'll understand what you're seeing in front of you. If you understand the moves that are happening around you, you'll understand what you're seeing in front of you. If you understand the moves that are happening around you, you'll understand what you're seeing in front of you. Let's dive into this. Here we go. Jenny McCarthy has hosted talk shows. She's hosted podcasts. Now she's aiming to do both at the same time. Variety has learned that Jenny McCarthy is developing a daytime talk show video podcast hybrid for the Warner Brothers Television Group, operates in the KTV label Telepictures, the Jennifer Hudson Show, and Extra. Give me one moment. I want to see something. Because, like I said, we can't really know the format, but I do want to see what ChatGPT is going to say about what the format could be. Moment, because this is very, very, very relevant. Like I said, can daytime TV keep up with the creator economy? Can daytime keep up with the creator economy? Okay. Now, as ChatGPT has given us that, let's get into this here. Here we go. The McCarthy series is being developed as a 170 half-hour episodes to be produced in the style of a video podcast, but to pitch to market as a daytime talk show. The daytime talker / podcast hybrid will feature McCarthy sharing celebrity gossip, sharing advice, telling stories, talking to celebrity guests, experts, everyday people, and viewer call-ins. Episodes will center on a daily theme cued to something McCarthy is passionate about, while segments will also focus on human interest stories, viral trends, and self-help, beauty, and wellness. Also a part of the pitch, McCarthy's husband, Boston Blues star Donnie Wahlberg of the Wahlberg brothers, Wahlburgers, will appear in reoccurring segments. Telepictures will produce the show while McCarthy is on board as an executive producer. McCarthy is no stranger to daytime. She spent a year as a co-host on ABC's The View from 2013 to 2014, rather. Before that, she also hosted the pop culture talk Talker, the Jenny McCarthy Show on VH1, and the radio/podcast world. She hosted a daily Sirius XM series called the Jenny McCarthy Show for 6 years, and she also hosted Singled Out on MTV. McCarthy helped co-host the annual Dick Clark's New Year's Rockin' Eve with Ryan Seacrest, and has also been a host of the American Music Awards, also from Dick Clark Productions. Of course, right now, she may be best known as a judge and star of Fox's mega hit celebrity singing competition, The Masked Singer, which she has been a part of since its 2019 premiere, where she is billed as Jenny McCarthy Wahlberg. Her lengthy list of TV credits also includes Singled Out, which was on MTV, Jenny, The Drew Carey Show, Less Than Perfect, The Bad Girls Guide, and 2.5 Men. McCarthy and hubby Wahlberg appeared as themselves on Wahlburgers and Donnie Loves Jenny, which she also executive produced. McCarthy is a New York Times bestselling author who has written 9 books. And as an entrepreneur, she has created and launched brands, including her Blondie's line of gluten-free ready-to-drink cocktails and the cosmetic line Formless Beauty. Now, it's interesting because a podcast is host, right? Which host will be here, guest will be here, microphones, and a enclosed set. There's only so much you can do with a 30-minute podcast. That's basically 19 minutes, 30 minutes with commercials. And you're not going to be able to have a live audience because nobody's going to want to come in and be there for a full hour just to sit there for 19 minutes without commercials, but 30 minutes with. So, but it's interesting that Telepictures wants to get into the creator economy. So, with that being said, went to ChatGPT. Here we go. Given the fact that Variety has learned that Jenny McCarthy is developing a daytime talk show video podcast hybrid for the Warner Bros. TV group operated syndicated TV label Telepictures, the Jennifer Hudson Show, and Extra, the McCarthy series is being developed as 170 half-hour episodes to be produced in the style of a video podcast, but pitched to market as a daytime talk show. What would the format look like? Here is a clear market-ready format breakdown of what a Jenny McCarthy daytime talk show / video podcast hybrid developed by Telepictures would realistically look like based on syndication norms, podcast consumption habits, and Warner Brothers TV group strategy. Now, this is ChatGPT, okay? The talk show is not out to be able to figure this out. Now, hey, Fullerton, good to see you, good sir. Like I said, AI should be a resource, not the source. AI should be a resource, not the source. AI should be a resource, not the source. Because I can't call me, beat me if you need to reach me, Jenny McCarthy, and Telepictures and ask, hey, you guys, I know your talk show / video podcast hybrid is not out yet, but could you give me the format? No. So we go to AI to understand the possibility of what can be in order to understand where we are with the state of daytime talk shows as we break it down in a town hall. Okay, here we go. Working format overview. Title: Working Jenny or the Jenny McCarthy Show. Distributor: Telepictures / Warner Brothers Television Group. Episode order: 170 episodes. 30 minutes, 22 to 24 minutes. Content: style: daytime talk show presented as a video podcast. Target demo: adults 25 to 54, female skewing, podcast native audience. Shoot schedule: 2 to 3 episodes take per day. Okay. So let's get into the set. Set and visual identity. Design language: podcast forward, not a traditional daytime desk. Jenny seated in a modern lounge setup, couch or swivel chair. Warm, intimate lighting, multiple visible cameras, part of the aesthetic, right? So, camera 2 is always on the host and the guest. Camera 3 is on the guest. Camera 1 is on the host. Everybody got that? Rolling on. Minimal audience or selective audience used sparingly. Now, if you want to have a marker of this, I know Kathy Griffin doesn't like Andy Cohen, but Andy Cohen has Watch What Happens Live. That's a great barometer to see how the Jenny McCarthy show will work because it's a 30-minute show with a sparingly live audience, right? Look and feel. Feels like how her dad meets the Jennifer Hudson show. You're sitting in the room with Jenny, casual wardrobe, conversational energy, branding optimized for social clips. Here's the episode structure. 30 minutes. Cold open, 30 seconds to a minute. Jenny speaks directly into camera, personal thought, headline, reaction, or hot topic, shot like a podcast intro, designed to clip cleanly for social. Segment 1, Jenny's POV or point of view. Format, Jenny solo or with producer off camera. For those of you who know Wendy Williams, there was a guy named, oh my God, hang on. And I'm so bad for this because I should know. Norman. So Norman was the producer at his desk, and then Suzanne was the floor director. Okay, so it'll be a Norman or Suzanne for Jenny McCarthy. Okay, all right. And sorry, Norman, did not mean to, not remember your name, brother. Commentary on relationships, parenting, wellness, pop culture, dating, marriage, sex, light humor, plus opinionated takes, podcast DNA, conversational, unfiltered, reactive. Okay, so that is for 5 to 6 minutes. So that's like a monologue, right? Okay. Segment 2, conversation, 10 to 12 minutes. Main guest segment, celebrity types, celebrities, TV friendly, comedians, reality stars, authors, medical/wellness experts, viral personalities. Long form conversation, no hard stop interview beats. Personal, candid, occasionally controversial. Jenny leans into relatability and humor. Key difference from traditional talk. Fewer sound bites, more natural dialogue. Comfortable silences allowed, right? So segment 3, unfiltered moment, 4 to 5 minutes. Rotating bit options. Jenny's green flag or red flag. If this was me, it would be Bray Bray's red flag, or Bray Bray's green flag, okay? Listeners / viewer questions, voicemails and DMs, anonymous confessions, not confections. That's desserts. But anonymous confessions, marriage and dating dilemmas, health myths debunked, interactive element, viewer submitted content, poll results shown on screen. Feels like podcast audience participation. Segment 4, the drop, 3 to 4 minutes, podcast exclusive style moment. Jenny reacts to viral clip, trend, news story. Could be taped same day for freshness, often the most viral segment. Tag, outro, 1 minute. Personal sign off, tease next episode or guest, encourages podcast listening, social engagement, viewer submissions. Here's the distribution strategy key to the hybrid. Linear syndication airs like a traditional daytime show. Clean act structure, FCC safe version. Now, if you remember, there was a show from Tecna called Daily Blast Live. They had 2 editions of that. And they were both 30 minutes. So you could either get Daily Blast Live for one 30-minute show or the other 30-minute show, or you could combine them for a full block, right? And it was the same thing that happened with the Drew Barrymore show, because the Drew Barrymore show was basically a full hour. I was actually on one of her early shows where it was just the video wall before she had the live studio audience that's at the CBS Broadcast Center now. Podcast feed, full audio episode released same day, extended cuts available, ad reads integrate podcast style, digital and social rather. Each episode yields 10 to 15 short clips, vertical edits, TikTok, Reels, and YouTube Shorts. Jenny becomes the brand voice across platforms. Why Telepictures is doing this, now this is all alleged. Future proofs, daytime talk, lower production costs than traditional talk shows, faster turnaround, appeals to podcast native viewers, strong advertiser appeal, mid-roll integration. This is not a traditional talk show pretending to be a podcast. It's a podcast designed to survive and thrive in syndication. Positioning statement, a candid, funny, no BS conversation where Jenny McCarthy talks about life the way people actually talk about it, now airing in daytime and living everywhere. So, with that being said, now we know potentially the format of the Jenny McCarthy show. Now, I'm going to let you know where this is going to potentially fail. Entertainment Tonight, Extra, Access Hollywood, or Access. What are those shows, ladies and gentlemen? Those shows are entertainment news magazines, which are 30 minutes, correct? Yes. 22 to 24 minutes content. But they have a fan base. They have built up the audience, and they have earned the right to experiment. Now, ad revenue is important. With Braylon's Virtual Tour Live, we're basically about on for a full hour and 30 minutes, or about 2 hours, right? So long form content is trending more upward, right? But with television, what they're thinking is, okay, people don't have the attention span for a 60-minute show, but they do love podcasting. So how can we bring the career economy to daytime TV? Now, remember how I said Daily Blast Live? If you wanted to air Braylon's Virtual Tour live 5 days a week on daytime TV, first of all, this is an adult daytime, this is an adult show rather. So it being in daytime, oh my Lord. You will still get Braylon, but it'll be the daytime Braylon, right? But for it being a live 2-hour show, they're able to broadcast it live, right? And like I said, with Pat McAfee, he has a licensing deal with ESPN. So imagine Braylon's Virtual Tour Live being syndicated on TV, broadcasting on my YouTube channel, then Braylon's Virtual Tour, the TV show, YouTube channel, and then Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, upscrolled, all the new platforms, in addition to TikTok, because TikTok is still TikTok, even though people are leaving TikTok because they're not getting paid, and the new rules, and it's becoming an HSN QVC app that nobody's watching, right? Now we have combined linear TV, which broadcasts what people could be curious about, and streaming reflects what they actually embrace. Linear TV showcases what people could be curious about, and streaming showcases what people embrace. Linear television showcases what people could be curious about, and streaming rather reflects what people embrace, right? So now, Telepictures is hoping, praying, and believing in the fact that because we have done Extra so well, right? Because they've done their research on this. They've watched other podcasts of different styles to see what style, works in terms of what type of podcast to do, what the setup should be. Should there be on? Should there not be on? How long should it be? How short should it be, right? So they've done their research, but because, let's go back to Telepictures, right? Let's go back to Telepictures for a minute. Because right here, let me pull it up here. Because they have the Bachelor Happy Hour podcast, right? And they have some new hosts here. But let's look at this right here, okay? Right here. Let's look at this. 33 minutes, 38 minutes, 27 minutes. That's about 42 minutes. You see a pattern here? They already have an outlet where they've tested this. Now, if we use Bachelor Happy Hour here, follow, rather. Hashtag follow me, follow the bouncing ball. Okay. Then we're going to go to Extra. Extra, dun-dun. Okay. Extra is an entertainment news magazine, but it's only on for 30 minutes. Okay. About Extra. Right here. Extra offers a half-hour edition every weekday and an original long-hour weekend installment for 52 weeks a year. All right. So imagine, if you will, that the Jay McCarthy Show does a half-hour edition every weekday, and then they did an hour-long weekend installment, right, on Saturday or Sunday with the best highlights of the week, along with some digital content that didn't make it throughout the week. You see where I'm going here? So Telepictures has Extra, extra. They have Extra, and they have Bachelor Happy Hour, right? For them to get to this. I truly believe that old Hollywood and new Hollywood are about to have a very rough honeymoon. You know how there's one person that has a lot of kinks, and there's one person that's a virgin in kinks. That's going to be hard. Because if this don't work, then what? So, does this make headway for myself, Kim Pyre, Lovely T, and other content creators to make it to daytime TV? Sure. But here's the problem, the gag, the crux of it all. You cannot culturally appropriate content creators by just giving them anything and then expecting them to do everything. Let me say that two more times. You cannot expect to give content creators anything and culturally appropriate them and expect them to do everything. You cannot, in the past, present, or afterlife, give content creators anything and culturally appropriate them, but expect them to culturally appreciate you and do everything for you. So if you want Brainley's virtual tour on daytime TV, guess what? My show is usually about 2 hours. We can sell it as 2 full hours separately. And I gotta make sure that I got a great team to know, okay, Brain, we're about to be out the first hour. All right, we got another show coming up in 5, 4, 3, 2, go. Or you do it like Daily Blast Live, where you can sell as a 2-hour block, or you can sell 2 individual 1-hour shows. But also, too, I'm not going to be culturally appropriated by just getting $250,000 a year. I just made it to 1 million views on YouTube on my own. So let's recognize what I've already done. Now, I'm not unreasonable to say, how about we do $750,000 a year for 3 years? Not too bad. Get a check every month, right? Or I can get paid weekly. Do that good enough. Then we go to $1.5 million a year, because I do have to prove myself. Even though I proved myself here very well, each platform requires a different energy, like I said. So I got to prove myself in a whole nother arena. Boys and girls want spontaneity. Men and women want security. Boys and girls want spontaneity. Men and women want security. Boys and girls want spontaneity. Men and women want security, right? It's just like if Chef Don Don got a daytime talk show on the Food Network, right? Chef Don Don deserves to be culturally appreciated for the work that he's done. But if you want to work him like Stephen A. Smith, he should have the freedom to not only be able to work at Food Network, but to be able to work anywhere he wants to, because that Social capital that he creates in other areas comes back to his show on Food Network that creates financial capital in terms of ad revenue for the network and for him to have a check. I bet you did not expect this conversation of daytime talk shows to go like this tonight, did you? And this is why I do what I do. Because see, everybody's saying, oh my God, we got black women leaving daytime talk, this, that, and the third. But like I said, there's a bigger game afoot. Now, does that mean television's dying? No. Television is evolving. But the question is, which platform is the lightning rod to determine what sticks and stays and what people really are about? Like I said, linear television showcases what people could be curious about, but streaming reflects what people actually care about. Linear showcases what people could care about, but streaming showcases what people embrace. Linear broadcasts what people could be curious about. Streaming reflects what people embrace. Now, with all that being said, I still believe that Warner Brothers Studios, Paramount Studios, Walt Disney Studios, Sony Picture Studios, Burbank Studios, CBS Television City Studios, Fox Studios, I still believe all those places matter. I still believe it's important to be able to drive up to the lot. Hey, my name is Braylon Lee. Show the badge and going to work. I still believe our audience department still matters. I still believe that human beings of 300 to 400 people, because that's the average size of a daytime talk show, honestly, ladies and gentlemen, I still believe that amount of people showing up in seats still matter. I still believe an executive producer and showrunner still matters. I still believe that associate producers still matter. I still believe a control room still matters. I still believe somebody making their big break on national television still matters. I still believe in pounding the pavement 5 days a week. I still believe that pounding the pavement 5 days a week still matters. The question is creativity going to win or is commerce going to win? Is creativity going to win or commerce going to win? Is creativity going to win or commerce going to win? Because it's easier to set up a podcast studio than it is to build out a talk show studio. And so to show you a talk show studio, give me one moment. So, this was the Queen Latifah show. One of the biggest, baddest, most amazing talk shows ever. It should still be on TV. And this was her set, designed by the one, the only, the legend himself, Lenny Kravitz. Here we go. was the set. Oh, sorry, y'all. Y'all heard it, but y'all didn't see it. My bad. Let's flip it, reverse it, and hashtag rewind it back. Now, this is at Sony Picture Studios. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, roll. Second time around, just as good. It's not bad. It's a lot. That is designed by Linda Crafton. One of the most amazing sets I have ever seen. Now, it's supposed to look like Queen Latifah's home. By the way, all these right here are cubes, right? Give me a moment. Real quick here. Videos. Oldest. Check this one out. Actually, before that, I want to show y'all a preview. Give me a moment here. Because this was a great talk show. I felt like it was so disrespectful that it ended in the way that it did. So let's watch this part real quick. Here we go.
On September 16th, join Queen Latifah.
Welcome to the Queen Latifah Show.
Cue the laughter.
That was the highlight of my year.
Cue the heart.
We all need a little inspiration, right?
Cue the fun.
I think I can pull it off, right, ladies?
The Queen Latifah Show premieres September 16th.
This is exciting.
I know.
By the way, that was produced by Westbrook Entertainment, which is Jada Pinkett Smith's and Will Smith's production company. Now, here's the behind the scenes of the Queen Latifah Show. You know, I talk about staff and the crew and the squad that supports the show. That's in this video. Let's roll it.
All right, folks, thank you for your patience. We're going to start. It's the top of the show. Lots of energy for us. In 9, 8, 7 seconds, 6, 5, 4. Big applause for me.
I show those videos because I still believe daytime talk matters. I do. I understand where the industry is going. It's trying to be modern. But as we saw with Disney, which I still believe that Destination D23 was marriage therapy for the Disney fans of, okay, what can I do to support you, Disney, more than I'm already doing? And what are you going to do to improve this fandom marriage I'm in? If there are not concrete updates and completed projects by the next D23 Expo, that will start the divorce of Disney fans from Disney. Now, you're probably wondering, how does that metaphor relate to daytime TV? I believe the same thing for daytime TV. People are going here instead of there because there's nothing there that's hitting for them in terms of reliability and accessibility. We can go live anytime we want to. Daytime, they produce episodes weeks and months in advance. Unless you were Wendy Williams or Sherry Shepherd or The View or Townhall, that you had a mix of live and tape shows. That's one. So accessibility is a thing that's hurting daytime TV. Number two, relatability. There's a way I can be on here that I can't be on TV. Number two. So you take accessibility and relatability, and that equals community. Community is not where I have to tune in 5 days a week. Community is I'm able to see you when I see you, and how you build is how I invest. How you build is how I invest. How you build is how I invest. That's where daytime TV is going. And I really do believe that this is a clash with the creator economy. Y'all know what I do. I take the inch that's not being talked about and I make it a mile. I say the quiet part out loud. I keep it a buck with you when no one else is going to. Because I want you to take this live and compare it to other lives that have talked about daytime TV. And I want you to watch that live, and I want you to watch this live in full, in totality, every single motherfucking second. And you tell me which live you learn more from. That's not to diminish any other content creator, but without understanding the context, conjecture, and connection, you're going to see, oh, well, Kelly Clarkson's gone, Sherry Shepherd's gone, Jennifer Hudson could be gone. But they're not really going anywhere because not Jennifer Hudson child, but Sherry Shepherd, her ratings are still good. And Deborah Mercury is saying that they want to pursue another format. So does that mean Sherry Shepherd goes to Netflix? Does that mean she goes to HBO Max? Does that mean she go to Hulu? Although Hulu, the app that's got 55 million subscribers, and actually I just looked at the Google Play Store, it has 100 million downloads. So Disney, the smart company that you are, said no one ever is going to get rid of an app that has 100 million downloads. 100 million is a television network. Now, I want to bring this up because I saw this today on Media Takeout. I think it's very relevant to our conversation. Give me a moment. So I get ready to pull this up. Now, this is a rumor from MediaTakeout.com. Media Takeout's like needle in a haystack. Just follow me here, okay? Wendy Williams in talks to return to TV and replace Sherry. I'm going to read that 2 more times. This is all alleged. Wendy Williams in talks to return to TV and replace Sherry. Wendy Williams in talks to return to TV and replace Sherry Shepherd. Wendy Williams is headed for a massive comeback in 2026. Insiders say her return to TV is already in motion. Things are finally looking up for Wendy Williams, or to use the song, things are finally looking up. And if insiders are right, 2026 could be her biggest year yet. Just one day after news broke that her daytime replacement, Sherry Shepherd, is being canceled after 4 seasons, and also, too, not forgetting Nick Cannon, who also got produced, his talk show rather got produced by Deborah Mercury as well, because Nick Cannon was originally going to do a late night talk show with Fox, but he loved the daytime audience and did so great during the Wendy Williams auditions, right? And also, too, you got to think about Niecy Nash, who was going to produce something with CBS Television Distribution, but she was also going to have a late night show with TNT off of her book, It's Hard to Fight Naked, okay? Like I said, keep up with everything, okay? Your Takeout is Excuse me, y'all. Media Takeout has learned that producers are actively working on a plan to bring Wendy back to television. This is all alleged. And the timing could not be better. Court win could set Wendy free next month. As Media Takeout previously reported, Wendy and her legal team, scored a major victory in court. According to sources close to the situation, the ruling puts Wendy on track to be released from her mental health conservatorship as early as next month. That legal breakthrough is the key piece that unlocks everything. Once Wendy regains full control over her life and career, her team plans to move fast. Deborah Mercury in talks for Wendy's return. Multiple insiders confirmed to Media Takeout that Deborah Mercury, the same production company, right, that just canceled Sherry Shepherd after she was not given the chance to say goodbye to her audience that she built over the 4 years. That same production company behind the Wendy Williams show is already in high-level negotiations with Wendy's team. Okay, this was her at Chelsea Studios. I think she was at another studio, and she always called her talk show a shoebox, right? And Wendy was actually on the social media curve for all of us because she did the after show the same day on YouTube, right? But the shorts didn't come about until many years later. The goal, a triumphant return to daytime TV in the fall of 2026, right after Sherry's show officially ends. One source described the talks as very real, and said both sides are motivated to make it happen. Wendy can do the show just like before. So does that mean Norman and Suzanne and Brendan? Yas, Queen. Does that mean the team comes back? And does that mean Wendy has ownership of her show and it's a licensing deal with Deborah Mercury? Or is it back to the old production deal? And also, too, you got to think about her mental health and everything she's been through. So are there mental health protections in that deal? And are we doing a 1-year deal? And not saying a 1-year deal as a summer test run or a pilot season, but we're talking about a 1-year deal to see how she will do for a year before y'all pick her up. Sorry about that, y'all. Perhaps the most surprising part of all, insiders say Wendy is already back in work mode. Media Takeout confirmed that Wendy has already taped several new episodes of her show at her apartment, testing out the format and proving she's ready. An insider close to the production told us Wendy can do the show just like before. She has a whole lot to say. Sources also say Wendy's health has improved significantly and that she's mentally sharp. Shout out to Vince. Vince, you fucked up with Donna, and I hope that you recognize the blessing that you could have had. If Donna gives you love, grace, and space, you better hold on to her. You better not let her go. Otherwise, we got fucking problems. Talking about ready to love. Moving on. Sources say Wendy's health has improved significantly and that she's mentally sharp, engaged, and eager to speak directly to her fans again. Perfect timing after Sherry's cancellation. The timing of Sherry Shepherd's cancellation has only added fuel to the comeback narrative. For years, fans have said daytime TV has been missing something since Wendy's left. And now with Sherry's slot opening up and Wendy's legal issues finally resolving, everything is lining up. Industry insiders say networks see this as a rare opportunity. A beloved talk show host returning after a dramatic fall legal battle and public silence. In words, a ratings drain. The comeback nobody saw coming. Just a year ago, Wendy was under conservatorship off television, and many believed her career is over. Now, court victory, conservatorship ending, Sherry Shepherd canceled, Deborah Mercury in talks, new episodes already taken. It's the kind of comeback storyline Hollywood usually writes in script for movies. All signs point to a Wendy renaissance. If negotiations continue on their current path, Williams could officially reclaim her throne as the queen of daytime talk by fall of 2026. And according to everyone close to her, she's not coming back quietly. She's coming back with tea. Stay tune. Now, she could do the show in New York from that studio. I'm sure they can bring back the old studio. But I want to bring something up to y'all. It's important to know, right, where everything is. So I don't know if y'all know about this, but Viacom has a state-of-the-art production studio in Miami, Florida, right? And so, right here, the building offers 8,000 square feet of production space featuring two 15,000 square foot sound stages with ceiling clearance 40 feet to the grid, lighting dimmer systems with cabled and powered lighting grids, lighting, electric, and grip on site, 12 post-production rooms, 16 dressing rooms, including 6-star dressing rooms, plus 2 makeup rooms. Hashtag rutabaga. That was her word, to know that the host has made it to her safe haven, her dressing room, Wendy's dressing room, that is. 2 green rooms, technical equipment, prop and set storage, designated spaces right for the art department, production offices, conference and break rooms, commissary seating for up to 200, audience holding areas, mill shop, warehouse space, wardrobe rooms with washers and dryers. Now, you're probably wondering, why am I bringing up Wendy Williams and Miami? Her family is in Miami, Florida. Her family is in Miami, Florida. Her family is in Miami, Florida. Who's to say that Deborah Mercury will not say, okay, you know what, Wendy, we understand you need your foundation. How about we move the show to Miami? And all you got to do is call up Viacom, say, hey, we want to rent out one of those stages. We'll bring the Wendy Williams show to Miami, Florida. She'll live in Miami. Because if she goes back to New York, she could relapse, right? Don't want her to relapse. Now, she was out in California. California could be an option, but we got to think this is daytime TV we're talking about, right? And Wendy was live Monday through Thursday, and then she would tape her Friday show on Thursday. So 10 a.m. live Monday through Thursday, and then at 2 p.m. or at 1 p.m., she would tape her Friday show on Thursday, right? So let's look at 10 a.m. EST to PST, okay? I'm going to say this right now. Wendy is not going to get up at 7 o'clock in the morning to do a live show from California. She's just not going to do that, okay? No, she's not going to do that. Now, I did not forget Atlanta. She could do it from Atlanta. She very well could. There's Assembly Studios. There's ATL Film Studios with Swirl Films, Shop Swirl Films. There is Tulip Studios. There's Tyler Perry Studios. I know he's in his lawsuit, but he does own the biggest studio in Atlanta, right? That would be 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, right? Now, factor in that those affiliates will be willing to bring, right, Wendy Williams back, okay? Now, if she does it in New York or in Miami from that Viacom studio, she'll be good and ready for 10 a.m. So, the places I can think that Wendy Williams, sorry, let me show y'all this here. She's not going to get up at 7 a.m. She's not going to be up at 7 a.m. to do a 10 a.m. show for the East Coast. So, the 4 places I can think Wendy Williams could do her show. New York, right? Let me bring up New Jersey too, because New Jersey also has studios, right? Netflix, I believe they are building. Hang on, give me a moment. Netflix, New Jersey studio. Yep. So right here, The development will feature 12 cutting-edge sound stages totaling nearly 500,000 square feet. So this will be at 4th Monmouth in New Jersey. So you got New York City, right, where the Wendy Williams show resided for a long time. You have, let me show y'all. My bad. I get passionate. Please forgive me. So fourth Monmouth right here, right here. So you have New York, where the Wendy Williams show has resided for years. You have New Jersey, where she was born and raised, so she could go back to New Jersey, right? So you got New York, you got New Jersey. You have Miami, where her family is, and her niece, Alex Finney, who is a queen, icon, and legend. Now she has roles for Wendy Williams. You got Viacom. You have Atlanta, and then you have California. So New York, New Jersey, Miami, Atlanta, California. New York, New Jersey, Miami, Atlanta, California. Those are the 5 locations I truly believe Wendy Williams could do her talk show from. And with all that being said, I'm going to turn off my camera now because we done the whole show for an hour. Woo, child. And that is how you break down the daytime talk shows on YouTube. Woo, my Lord Jesus. My Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord, my Lord. You know, Florian said that the Wendy Williams theme song, not the Wendy Williams theme song, although it's a great theme song, but the Queen Latifah show theme song was a great theme song. So, with that being said, let's play our anthem, our theme song. Take a little bit of a commercial break, and then we'll come back, rest for a little bit, and then wrap things up right here on Braylon's Virtual Tour Live. We are live on tour. Like, comment, share, subscribe. We'll be back right after this roll.
Lights go low, the city goes high. Stories untold under moonlit skies. Braylon got the vibe, got the flow for the culture. Yeah, you already know. Turn it up, lean back, feel the breeze. Late night truths drifting through the trees. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show ya. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Headlines flip with a soulful twist. Behind the scenes where the magic sits. It's the heartbeat of the now and the then, where the story starts and never ends. Tune in, lean and feel the groove. Every moment, a vibe you can't lose. It's for the culture, by the culture. Braylon got the soul to show you. Breaking it down, lifting it higher. Feel the rhythm, spark the fire. Hear the whispers in the city's hum. Echoes of stories where we're from. A beat, a step, a voice so clear. The pulse of us, it's all right here. We got soul, we got flavor. Every moment is a savior. Every experience is an overcomer. Turn it up, feel the glow, let the rhythm flow. Spotlight shining, we in the zone. This is the place where the culture's grown. Stories untold, now they're coming alive. Braylon got the vibe tonight. One thing to know and 2 things for sure. Higher is waiting and lower is available. But either way, we gotta go on tour. It's Braylon's virtual tour, where the culture makes its move. Feel the love, feel the truth. This is us, this is you. From the unknown, the unembraced and more. This show, this brand, and the possibilities of what can be is all here for you. I'm just a kid from the rock, trying to be a rock for people, trying to make it best they can to become. Being moved as a creator of power to lift up all of us, not just a selective few. For the culture, by the culture, here we be. Braylon Lee, bringing life to your screen. Feel the soul, feel the truth. We're free, trust and believe. It's entertainment news done our way with Braylon Lee. seen by who needs to see us. Noise equals attention and sound equals purpose. Anybody can be a creator, but it takes a somebody to be an artist.
Beyond this gate, find gardens green and epic worlds to fill your dreams.
There's really no secret about our approach. We keep moving forward.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
In Disney's 102-year history, there have been many defining moments and countless achievements. Today, we celebrate another thrilling moment, the creation of a spectacular new Disney theme park resort coming to Abu Dhabi.
Abu Dhabi is a place where heritage meets innovation, a place where we preserve our past while designing the future.
Bringing a Disney theme park resort to Yas Island, Abu Dhabi, marks a historic milestone in our journey as a global family destination.
The 7th Disney theme park resort destination represents a new frontier in theme park ambitions. Our resort in Abu Dhabi will be the most advanced and interactive destination in our entire portfolio. The location of our park is incredibly unique. It's anchored by a beautiful waterfront, which will allow us to tell our stories in completely new ways. Ultimately, this project will be a celebration of what's possible when creativity and progress come together.
What we are creating with Disney in Abu Dhabi is a whole new world of imagination, an experience that will inspire generations across the region and the world.
This collaboration represents a powerful fusion of Disney's unmatched legacy in storytelling and Mirar's commitment to bringing world-class entertainment to our guests.
Abu Dhabi's vision for the future is to create a legacy for generations to come.
Disneyland Abu Dhabi will be authentically Disney and distinctly Emirati. An oasis of extraordinary Disney entertainment at this crossroads of the world. It will bring to life our timeless characters and stories in many new ways, becoming a source of joy and inspiration for the people of this vast region to enjoy for generations to come.
I got a question for you. What does this city know about luxury? Huh? What does a town that's been to hell and back know about the finer things in life? Well, I'll tell you, more than most. You see, it's the hottest fires that make the hardest steel. Add hard work and conviction, and the know-how that runs generations deep in every last one of us. That's who we are. That's our story. Now, it's probably not the one you've been reading in papers, the one being written by folks who've never even been here and don't know what we're capable of. Because when it comes to luxury, it's as much about where it's from as who it's for. Now, we're from America, but this isn't New York City, or the Windy City, or Sin City, and we're certainly no one's Emerald City.
This is the Motor City, and this is what we do.
McDonald's, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it. McDonald's, ba-da-ba-ba-ba, I'm loving it.
I'm loving y'all right back. Welcome back in. I gotta turn my camera on because we just got some breaking news in from the Jasmine brand. This just came out. Let me show you here. 27 minutes ago. So breaking as we are live on tour, everybody. Sherry Shepherd, and by the way, shout out to the Jasmine brand for this. Sherry Shepherd reveals COVID diagnosis following talk show cancellation news and promises to address her fans in the coming days. Okay. Wow, I'm completely overwhelmed by the outpouring of love for me and the Sherry Shepherd Show, or the Sherry Show TV. You might know us yesterday and today I was struggling because I wasn't up to speed. Well, turns out I have COVID. As soon as I feel better and return to the show, I will address all the news that has come out. Until then, I'm truly grateful that Sherry has made such an impact on you. See you real soon. Heart emoji. Hashtag Sherry Shepherd. Hashtag Sherry Show TV. Hashtag grateful. Hashtag it's not over. And here are some of the comments here, as you can see in here. Like I said, the outpouring of love. Now, of course, Wendy in the chat, child. That show is awful, child. People watched it for 4 seasons, so obviously could not have been that awful, right? Now, of course, she's going to come back on her show, but I'm sure that Kim Whitley and her on the Two Funny Mamas podcast, they will talk about this on the podcast as well. So I wanted to bring that to your attention that Sherry Shepherd has COVID, just came out 27 minutes ago from the Jasmine brand. So light, love, and prayers to her. So I'm going to turn on my camera now once again because we've done the whole show for over an hour. Y'all, that's it. That's the show. I ain't got nothing else for you. Florian, what did you think of my commentary, good sir? Was I on point? Was I off point? Was I in the center? Same to you, Nikki News. I'll leave a little bit of time here for you guys to give your commentary in the chat. And Linnell Stiller, shout out to you as well. Shout out to 7 people that were here. So I'll leave a little bit of time for y'all. And then after that, I'm going to get on out of here because I'm going to go on the Onyx collab on Clubhouse and let people know on Clubhouse that yours truly made it to 1 million views. Yes, we are celebrating that all week. Okay, all right. We'll do something for myself on Friday. I will say that wine hits, okay? That wine definitely hits very, 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 very well. So like I said, I'll leave a little bit of time for anybody that has anything they want to say in the chat within reason. You know, if anything, I think that this live showcases, right, that at the beginning, middle, end of the day, life is evolving and either you get on board with it or you get left behind. Number 2, I believe that daytime talk still matters. It's just the fact of how do we be able to continue the great legacy that daytime talk is, and also 2, is there a space for daytime talk to still matter? And I believe absolutely yes. When we start losing platforms for us to be able to have things to know about that should matter is the day we lose the power, the frequency, and the vitality of the power of communication, understanding, and togetherness. So with that being said, I'm going to let it ride until the 1 hour and 30 minutes. If no one has anything else that they want to say, all minds, thoughts, and hearts are clear. With that being said, everybody, it's time for the best outro on YouTube. Know what you do and do what you know. Never say one more special because you are always one of blessed and trust. You may not be where you want to be, but by the end of it, you'll be where you need to be. Do what you've been chosen to do. Well, it's one thing to call yourself. It's another thing to be chosen. One love, much love, all love. I have spent time with you. You have spent time with me. And hopefully by spending time together, we'll be great together. And always remember what you're doing. Radio, television, YouTube, living your best life, or just recognizing that truly the world that you have grown up in and reality is not the same. That doesn't mean your world cannot be amazing. Make sure the replay is not just for if you watch it, not just for if you listen to it, but if you want to experience it again. I love you. I value. I embrace you all. Always remember, or see love, you gotta give it, or see love, you gotta give it, or see love, you gotta give it. Whatever obstacles you've overcome, whatever successes you have achieved upon this particular day, I'm extremely proud of you. But no one else is proud of you. Be proud of your damn self. And finally, y'all, let's recognize that the assignment is bigger than Kelly Clarkson, Sherry Shepherd, and the Jennifer Hudson show being canceled. The power of how we communicate, the power of how we can be reached, and the power of how we can connect is under attack. And we don't fight in this war, we may not have the chance to get that privilege back. Commercial break and fireworks are coming your way for the day that was, for the day that's coming, for the blessings on the way for you, me, all of us, as a society, as a people, and as a culture. I feel the love, and I send it right back to you. Sherry Shepherd, one love, much love, all love to you. Kelly Clarkson and Jennifer Hudson, to you as well, to your staffs, your crews, and to everybody in between. Nothing but love, grace, and space from Braylon Lee and Braylon's virtual tour and the legendary tourists over here. All right, everybody. One love, much love, all love once again. Good night, everybody.
I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been talking about you. Yeah, they've been talking about you. They've been talking about the fact that they've done everything they could to stop you and everything they could to block you, but you still win. They've been talking about the fact that they have undermined your success and they have tried to sabotage your seasons, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that even though they don't like each other, they get together to try to kill you, but you keep winning. They've been talking about the fact that you were voted least likely to succeed, but like cream, you keep rising to the top. They've been talking about how they tried to burn your world down, but like the phoenix, you rose from the ashes. They've been talking about you, and you know what they say? Oh, she's just lucky. He's just lucky. But no, you ain't lucky. You're anointed. You got something on you. You got favor on you. You got power on you. You were born to win. Now they can call it luck, but it's grace. They can call it luck, but it's favor. But whatever they call it, it doesn't matter, because you know what God calls you? Do you know what God calls you? A winner. I thought I should tell you they've been...
Good evening. My name is Mark Woodbury. I'm the chairman and CEO of Universal Destinations and Experiences. Well, we're finally here. Tomorrow we begin a new chapter at Universal Orlando Resort as we open Epic Universe. We built this place for you. I want to thank you, our fans, for your love of our stories, characters, and immersive experiences that inspired this incredible place. Epic Universe represents over 8 years of meticulous planning, immense creativity, and innovation, combined with unmatched craftsmanship and operational excellence on the part of thousands of people who have brought to life the stories and characters that live beyond each of Epic's portals. But it represents so much more. Your love of Universal and the deep connections we've shared together here in Orlando over the past 30 years inspired us to dream bigger and to push the boundaries to create something extraordinary for you and for generations of fans and families to come. And tomorrow, as we open Epic Universe, I can't wait for you to experience this place for yourself. Now it's your turn to step inside, to lose yourself, and to share this place with the ones you love most. As we open this park, we hope your world becomes a little more epic. Tomorrow, Epic Universe becomes yours.
Are video games getting too expensive? This episode, we want to find some common ground because the CEOs want to raise the price even more.
Not with these broken ass games.
$5 million. That's how much San Andreas costs to make. Is it their fault for selling or our fault for buying?
Corporations claim all this stuff. Devs say otherwise.
Sports gamers, cozy gamers, whatever you call the people who play Power Wash Simulator.
I think it stings a little bit more because I'm spending my actual money and my mom is not. Imagine they get rid of all movie theaters and then charge you the same price to watch the same movie at home.
That's like every streaming service. It doesn't have to be the longest of games, but am I having fun with it? This is Lex. I'm Ronell. Let's get right into it.
Prepare for a journey beyond imagination, beyond belief, beyond anything you've experienced before. Universal Epic Universe, a new theme park where you'll step through extraordinary portals to 5 immersive worlds. Prepare for a cosmic voyage of discovery, an isle of fire-breathing excitement, a shadowy world of monsters and mystery, new wonders in the wizarding world, and a new way to play. Plus the splendor of a magnificent resort hotel overlooking the park. It's all new excitement at Universal Orlando Resort. A week's worth of vacation thrills with 4 amazing theme parks, a variety of spectacular themed hotels, and incredible dining and entertainment. It's all at Universal Orlando Resort, where you'll find new adventures every day. Explore the astonishing worlds of Universal Epic Universe at Universal Orlando Resort.
Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content. Because here's the thing, a good streamer can find other content.
Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying all the damn time. Child, Braylon been over there doing his thing, minding his GD business, staying out of trouble, trying to get the folks some positive stuff to talk about. Besides lying